Yeah, so right now we are, and we're in a very unique and I would say a fantastic place. One of my stretch goals coming in as CIO was to be at the table and heavily integrated in the budgeting process, to not have our budget along with the other 48 agency budgets, but instead to be there helping make the budget for all other agencies, because virtually everything that every other agency is doing has an IT component. So now if we can be a part of that, use their business plan, help them come up with that business plan, use that to create our statewide strategic IT plan, and then that becomes the foundation of our budget. That that increases that chance of success for completing those projects, meeting expectations, delivering services that they need, that much more attainable. And that was a stretch goal back in January of 25. We're now at that place. So we're there. We're working with the governor's office and our Office of Management and Budget to make sure that our IT team is sitting there with every agency as they're talking about their business objectives, their staffing challenges, things that are not traditionally considered IT. We're in that meeting because we know that there's going to be an IT component that we can help resolve or at least be a part of. If they're looking for efficiencies, how can we use some of the technology that we already have in place with another agency to help improve the way another agency is delivering that service? Maybe it's something that they can also be procuring or using. So we're looking at everything. Now, you mentioned the staff, our service delivery model. We're a centralized IT. We took a new degree of centralization over the last 6 to 8 years. Now we're looking at how do we modernize, or what is that second, the 2.0 version of our unified model? What does that look like? Where do we embed services within an agency so that you are not just looking at IT as a ticket agency? You're not just submitting a ticket for a service, but instead seeing that IT person as a member of your team. And in some cases, how can we deputize people within an agency to be an extension of our IT team so that we are functioning as a single entity and working from that same playbook? So that's where we are right now. Still have a lot of wrinkles to iron out in who that is and what that looks like, job descriptions, all the fun little HR things that you got to work through. But we're well on our way to having a pretty radical change in service delivery. And I'd say radical in terms of state government. It's probably a minor change to most other people, but it's that foundational change that's going to have a monumental effect once we get it rolling.